And what I've learned is that there are actually quite often lots of areas to explore beyond your scanner range initially. So until you start moving around and regularly scanning, you'll only see a handful, the closest ones to you. Can we add notes for places? Because we should totally make a note for loot. I don't think it's really necessary for us to go back for that contraband in the chest. We'll find so much. It's like, after the point, you just have to accept that you're wasting time by going back and hoovering up everything. In a game with procedural content, there's infinite loot. Yeah, that's what the scan boost is for. Yeah. But you don't want to build an outpost on every single planet just to have a scan. That being said, I guess as long as you kept some outpost capacity available, you could do that. You could throw up an outpost, throw up a power source, activate the scan booster, and then that's it. You just do everything on that landing site and then move on. Tear down the outpost before you leave. It's actually a good point. I hadn't thought of it, but you're right. I had not considered that at all. Yeah, it refunds all materials, so yeah. I need to find myself a reliable place where I can get rid of contraband that doesn't require me to fly into inner system space. Or United Systems, or whatever it's called. Ice outcropping. Okay. Accept. What do I scan here? Or have I scanned everything? Is there anything to scan here? Actually, might not be. Usually, you scan it in order to discover what the feature is. But that does not seem to be the case here. Maybe it's just these rock outcroppings. I mean, if that's the case, that's fine. I'm okay with just getting lots of loot. Encumbered now, which is a bit of a pain. I need to drop some stuff off onto Sarah so that we can fast travel, because I'm not walking almost 2 kilometers back. Right, Sarah?
Yeah, what is it?
I'd like to give you some
Let's
gear.
see what you've got.
Sure. Could you take from me most of this? All of it. Marvelous. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Sarah's not happy. Sarah is not happy. You know what, though? That just reminded me. Shall we quickly take a photo? I think we should. Sarah, do you want to come up here? Can you come up here, Sarah? If not, that's fine. But I'd kind of like you in the shot. Sarah, where are you? Sarah? Are you sulking because I asked you to carry all my rocks? Oh, there we are. Sarah, this'll do. This will do. Let's go into photo mode. It's not the best position, really, is it? No, don't look at me, Sarah. Look that way. Trust me on this. Look the other way. Sarah, look over here. Sarah. Oh, really? Now you look away? Cause, are we too shy to look in the same... No. Sarah, stop! That'll probably do. Photo mode. I think they're both facing more or less the same place. There we are. Alright. Could have that as a picture. No, I like the illumination on the faceplate, but sorry, yeah, not on the faceplate, from inside the mask. But I really wanted to get more of a shot of this. I would love it if Sarah was in the shot, but I might have to scooch right in front of you here for that. See if we can make this happen. Oh no. Sarah, have we lost Sarah? Why, Sarah? Photo mode again? No, Sarah. There we go. Keep looking the wrong way, but maybe I can make this work. Maybe. I'm not sure that pose is going to work at all. Also, that just looks like a dick move. To do that in front of someone. Maybe we should just be stood up there. Yeah, I think this isn't going to work, Sarah. I'm sorry. I really wanted to try and include you in this picture, but I'm afraid the photo mode is just a little bit too finicky for that. I'm going to have to do this another way. Here, let's go. That'll do. Yep. Perfect. Let's make this happen. Photo mode. I should be able to change the... That actually looks nice. I should be able to change the time of day, I think. View. Camera roll. We're not going to play with any of that. No, actually, doesn't look like we can change the time of day. That's a shame. That's not a bad picture, I'm going to be honest. Though I would like a different... Actually, that one might even be even better. Let's try and avoid the clipping of the shoe, though. What do you think, chat? On one knee? Or... hands on hips? On a knee. There we go. Yeah, I'm in agreement on that one, chat. Strongly in agreement. Let's make it a bit brighter. Also get the colours a little bit more popping. Let's not worry too much about contrast. Well, there's good. Filter. Ooh, that was kind of nice. Apollo Era 1. Dystopia kind of drains all the colour out of it. I think maybe Apollo Era 1 would be good. Vintage is almost cool. Sorry, chat. Now your eyes look like my character's eyes. Flashbanged. Yeah, pretty much. That actually works reasonably well. Like, that one, because of the frame, is genuinely okay. Banded. Logo. See, if the logo was behind my character, that would be perfect. But unfortunately, it's way in the front. It'd be wonderful if we had that kind of level of control over it. Not going to use any anything like that then, I guess. Toggle menu. Toggle helmet. Don't mind me just breathing without atmosphere. It's completely normal. Nothing curious about this. You don't need to look into it any further. No. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. It's just a proto-molecule helping me survive. Okay. There we are. XCOM needs you. I'm doing my part. Okay. That is going to probably be the thumbnail for this. Oh, really? Now you come up here, Sarah? Ah! Now you come up here. It's for the gram. The oxygen deprivation is worth it. My TikTok viewers are going to love this. Alright, let's... Oh, Sarah, can you... There we go. Alright, well... I just want to go over there so badly. Tunk. Frontier. Can I please fast travel? Yes.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Well, first, I need to take that stuff out of your inventory. And it's easier if I go outside, because you'll immediately join me out there. Hello.
Yes?
It's tricky.
Glad to haul whatever you need.
No. You don't need to haul anything. I'm taking it off you this time. There you go. Perfect.
Time to go?
It is indeed time to go. So, outpost tips. Settle near aluminium if you want to build lots. There's some free crew early on if you're on in one of your open quests. Stop here if you don't want to know. Okay, well, I won't read any further. Thank you very much, Spot the Dog. Also, I've already got an outpost that's producing enormous amounts of aluminium. In fact, the aluminium is slowly choking all of the storage space out of the rest of the outpost. I've got two outposts. One that's gathering helium-3 and... iron and one other thing that I can't remember, and one that's gathering aluminium, beryllium, and again one other thing that I can't remember because my memory is garbage apparently. Alas, we're at max capacity. Nice. How do you find outposts? How are you giving me tips on outposts when you don't know how to find outposts? I just scan them. And then find a location on the map where it seems that it's overlapping a couple of different areas. Oh, you mean how do I like them? Oh, right. I get what you mean now. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I was decorating the kind of the hub outpost a little bit. Got a hab, watchtower, just kind of positioning the landing pads just so it looks a little bit more sensible, I guess.
Escape trajectory plotted.
It definitely... It could do with some more fine control over things like what storage gets what, that sort of thing. But generally speaking, it's quite nice.
Orbital insertion completed.
Also, yeah, being able to drop the fan off at them, that was definitely a highlight. Right, let's go over here. Now, I'm probably only going to fully explore this moon, and then we're going to go and do the rest of this quest. I feel like outpost mining is how you get to the end game credits. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Let's have a scan of you. Drop down somewhere about there. That's fine. Higher ranks of the gymnastics skill can increase your speed in 0G. Replenish OT after mantling. Something.
Let's set it down.
Right. Let's head out, quickly scan this planet, and we're off. I didn't check if there were any natural occurrences here, but I really should have. That was silly of me. We've got something over there.
Hope you've calibrated that thing.
I have, I hope. Military structure of some sort? We've also got a ship landing. Okay. Let's go and say hello. I mean, as a general rule, if you have to say, if you don't want spoilers, don't read any further, then it is too spoilery for a stream where I've intentionally got the no spoilers tag on. However, the fact you wrapped it in a backseat pass and added don't read beyond this point if you don't want spoilers is appreciated. But yeah, generally speaking, I just don't want spoilers. I'm not looking for anyone to tell me all the secrets in the game. I want to find them myself. But as I said, it is appreciated you at least went to the effort of trying to minimize potential spoilers and give me options. But yeah, I do generally mark on the games if I want spoilers or not. Like, backseating is fine for more mechanics things, or if I'm simply walking around a ship thinking, I can't find where that damned console is, and everyone else can see it, but I'm just walking past it in circles. And then that's the point where it's like, hey, Aavak, it's there. It's there. No, the other there. There. Right there. Oh my god! Etc., etc., etc. Right, what have we got over here? Spacer Scarab. Okay, so this is going to be not good, guys. Should I use my not lethal gun this time? Sarah, stop moving, Sarah. Sarah, you're gonna get me shot. Thank you. This is the other thing, is the fact that you lose, like when you're pulling up the iron sights, you lose sight of everything whilst cloaked. Like, I don't know if I'm aiming properly. Sarah, no, I was being super stealth. Now he's dead, Sarah. Well done. Why do I even bring you along?
Oh, low gravity gives me that feeling I have butterflies in my stomach.
Sarah, why are you so hyper-violent? Actually, this is a perfect time for me to use this. Actually, it might not be. I guess I have to build up the EM to be able to take them out. Sarah's probably going to take them out at this point, so I'm just going to leave it to them.
You picked the wrong day to piss me off!
Sarah, please. They're limping away. I've shot him so many times in the backside with my laser rifle. There was no need. Sarah, we the baddies.
Next time.
Really? You're upset that they got away? We are the baddies, chap. Confirmed.
Nobody's gonna miss you.
That's just me. Did you say that? Now, are we going to be able to get on that ship, or is it going to just take off? Bashing modified calibrated ground. Wow, it's got a lot of different qualifiers on it. Long barrel, reflex sight, compensator, semi-auto. Alright. May I ask how you got that skin for the weapon? Looks really cool. I believe this is a pre-order skin. I'm not sure if it's exclusive to pre-orders, but I'm fairly certain I had this and the Mars Miner skin for my my kata. It is a rainbow. It's the constellation stuff, yeah.
Bring it on.
You have no
Really?
Fire!
Well done, Sarah. Grab
See
all
if
that.
they've got any weapons or ammo.
Sarah, you are a mercenary. I love it. Harvested organs. I swear. I swear. These ships are literally here to mess with me. Okay, well. This is my ship if I want it now. Grab that. I guess that's a good point, actually. We could just go to our outpost, drop everything off there. I love you, said the orchard merchant. And I love you, my dearest, said Vincenza in return. But our passion, how long can it last? For our families will never approve of our union. Perhaps not, my dearest Vincenza, perhaps not, he said, pushing an orchid into her lovely black hair. But we don't need them anyway. Let's have a look. Mech components as well. Oot. Salad. There's definitely a flowery theme going on here. Oh, I did not mean to just go through those. Sorry, Chad. We've already read the comment, definitely, and Nicholas Nickleby. But I'm fairly certain that the other two we've also read, thankfully. But still, I didn't quite mean to do that. Now, question, chat. If I were to take off in this ship, does it then become part of my fleet? Is it part of my fleet already? Or do I need to specifically launch with it? I haven't found that yet, Temphawk TV. But I am keeping my eyes open for it. I know that I have to register at a port. That wasn't what I was asking, Gecko State. I know that if I want to modify it or sell it, I need it to be registered in my name. But I was asking if it is part of my fleet by the virtue of the fact that I've killed everyone else in it, and if I launch now in my regular ship and then land wherever, I can switch to it, or do I need to specifically launch with this ship? I've got to go to orbit. Okay, thank you very much. I need to launch with the ship. Right, yep, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you don't need to launch. Damn it. Aavak, it's yours until you get out. Then it reverts eventually. Go to a dock or the menu and register it, then it's yours. Right, okay, thank you very much for the info.
Orbital pattern locked in.
Okay. Well. We've scanned this place completely. We've gotten a decent amount of info, actually. There's a ship over there. Family rendezvous. However, before we do that, we're going to go back to our space. Arian, what? How? What? Oh. This ship can't jump that far. Right. How do I switch ships? I'm gonna need to land. It shouldn't be because I've got 0 power in the grav drive, but I'll try. No. Okay, let's see if I can land here. And hopefully still get into our other ship. Because if not, I'm not taking this ship, which is going to have to limp back. That would just be a massive pain in the backside.
A few trees here and some grass there, and this place might not look so awful.
That is a possibility, yes. Can I fast travel to the frontier? Have I accidentally locked us into this city ship? So that is absolutely not what we want. Alright, chat, I'm going to reload that one. I guess I could build an outpost in the platform, maybe. Let's see. Asvalok. That's probably before we launch with it. Got to go to spaceport to change ships. Don't have to reload. Okay, so Yachtist Joe, were you here for the beginning of the conversation? Or did you just join in and you're trying to just explain that we don't need to change things out? It's because there's a very specific reason why we didn't want to have to go to a space station, basically. Just trying. Sorry I missed any message. Nah, no worries. Basically, this is just a found ship, and it has contraband on it. The idea was to take the contraband and this ship to our colony, drop off the contraband, and then eventually go and register and sell this. So going to a space station right now is not what we're looking for. You can land at an outpost. Go to the den. You can sell. The den? Am I missing something? Not sure what you're talking about. You might be talking about a specific location. I will tap the sign that says no spoilers on underneath the video. You're probably talking about somewhere that I haven't been. Let me see if I've got enough to drop down an outpost and set things up. Can't place outpost. Oh, it's this extreme planet, so I can't do that. Yep. Tempork, take a one for the team. That was kind of you. How? Right. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and reload. Because I don't want to be stuck with dealing with that ship right now. And it seems silly that I can take off in the ship and then can't go back to the frontier. I shall not release him, but thank you very much for burning those 5,000 points, Road Train, because he didn't get timed out because he didn't use a backseat pass. He got timed out for spoilers. Okay.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
It is. Now, have we gotten all the scan data for this planet? We have not. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly grab that data. And then we will head on back out. Okay. Oh, Jitterbug, thank you very much for the gift sub to Road Train. No, we've already scanned that one. Just need helium-3. There we go. Plonk. No, no. I know you're just a trap this time. I refuse. I just came down here to scan the planet. That's all. No more tricking me. Also, what? How far are we to our next level? Actually, not too bad. Yeah, it's confusing me why Vasco is still here. I'm starting to get the impression that he's a bug. However,
I do love it, you know. Sidonia.
That's what I can live with for now. Take off.
Dust off complete. Achieving orbit now.
If you're really quick on the draw, you can catch your ship before it leaves you behind and redock. You can switch back to your old ship, and all the cargo will move over. Ah, okay. That's actually pretty cool. Thank you for the info on that. Right. Let's go and see about the family rendezvous. Just make sure I've selected that correctly. There we are. It's more that Vasco was left on the other planet and was specifically said to go and stay on that planet, Road Train. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he comes outside from within the ship. The ship only has 2 places, and Vasco does take up one of them normally. Or at least I believe he takes up one of them. I could be incorrect about that, but it's more that he was on the planet and then he teleported over, and now he only appears next to the ship.
I got my eyes on you. Well, my scanners.
Okay. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Yep. I suspect I need to get within 500 dock. There we go. It seems ridiculous, though, this idea that there are just families, like one family to a planet.
So, this is our savior, huh? Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
That's a bit harsh.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty
There
sure
you go,
the
Smoke.
Spacers got the wins.
Thank you so much for the
No
49 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. And they died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made. We need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact. Nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
Well, it does, so.
Problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here,
Okay, not too bad.
with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next.
I've got an inkling, yeah.
We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth.
Big accuracy,
I'll pay
Fennec.
you more, much more. If you can help kick the spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so.
That is a big ask. Tell me what you need then.
Right you are. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandits both, I reckon.
Okay. How bad is this self-inflicted injury?
Listen, I'm not proud of what I did, but this was my system first. Then Jackie comes lately arrives, and maybe it rubbed me wrong. But it's ancient history. We gotta evolve or ward just fuel for the spacers.
I'm not casting judgment here, but I needed to know a bit more before I try and walk in and broker peace.
I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Band is good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Right. Oh, where's Banda? Okay. Oh, wow. That is awesome. You can have a viewport on the floor. That's pretty cool.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact?
I am. Why'd they turn down a list contract?
List is long on ideals, but short on credits and, well, sense. Don't get me wrong, they've got the best of intentions, but intentions alone aren't enough.
Okay, well, Albin was hoping you'd join the Defense Pact.
I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back.
Any advice on getting this to work?
If you can get those stubborn mules to work together, really together, they might be able to see the sense of this defense pact going forward.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're willing to
Not
help.
much of a choice, really. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
Okay. Can I access the cargo hold from here? I can. I may have something in here that will allow me to have better persuasion. That will give me 12. See if I've got something that's more than 12. Because I strongly suspect it's going to come down to persuasion. Actually, no. That's it. Okay. Oh, I'll take that one then. Let's see. Let's go through this again just to see. There's the persuasion there. 10% here. It would be lovely if I could sort by the effects they give. Genuinely would. Right.
We band together.
Let me gobble that down then.
Heather, not only can we deal with the current problem, but future ones as well.
Okay. Can I talk to you?
So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Let me talk to Jackie and I'll get back to you.
I'll be here. Fingers crossed and all that.
You might need to cross your eyes and your toes too. Hello.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character.
He played me straight so far. I don't like him either, but his defense pact is the best chance everyone lives. My only goal here is to kick the spaces out of the system, period. What did Albin do to you exactly?
When my crew first arrived, Albin was all charm and eager to deal. It seemed like the start of a fruitful relationship, but quickly it became clear that he was grifting us. Machines we bought broke down, shipments he hauled for us went missing, and help he promised never materialized. I swore I'd never work with him again. Oh, he's lucky I'm not a vengeful woman.
Okay. He has played me straight so far. But that might rub her the wrong way. Saying I dislike him doesn't help build them a stronger future. My only goal here is to kick the spaces out of the system, period. Says I'm not going to take sides, which might be the right way to go. But I feel like vouching for his character, while there is a risk that it'll upset her, does seem to have the better chance of having a future relationship.
Lucky you, then. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose.
Seems fair.
The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm.
Whatever you've got, the Spacers got more. Band together or die alone. I could offer some restitution for Albin's past transgressions. I think I'll try and persuade. Rather than pay his debt, because, you know, that was pay for the work that I just did.
I may
Let's see.
not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain.
Let's see. Alright, this is going to be a tough persuade. It's going to be the adventure of a lifetime. Join us. Do you want us to fight your battles for you? I'm going to go, do you want us to fight your battles for you? And see if we can get an early 4.
I'm
I
not
can.
afraid
Nice.
of a fight.
Okay. We have a much better chance of killing the Spacers together.
Well,
Okay, not too bad.
that's certainly true. Well, you might have a point.
The thing to remember about persuasion is that as long as you
Fine.
succeed,
Let Albin know that I'm
your
willing to
last
try this
turn
defense pact for now.
won't end the sequence. So just to go over that. I had to get 6 in total. I only had 3 turns to do it. If I'd used a 4 and it failed, that would have used up one of my turns. If I then got a 2 and it succeeded, that would mean I'd need 4 more. As long as I kept trying the green options after that, as long as I succeeded, I would keep getting more turns. But the moment I failed one after I'd taken 3 turns, that would be it. It would be over. At least that's what I understand about it. So it seems to make sense to me to go for a kind of high reward one that's a bit more risky at the beginning and then zoom in and narrow focus on just the green dialogues after that. Okay.
We need to stand together. It's as simple as that. So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
I even got Jackie on board. Trying to sign up, no problem. Jackie was tough, but she's in. Despite all the terrible things you did to her, Jackie will help us. There we go.
Wait, she's in? I heard you right?
You did.
How in the hell did you manage that?
I basically downed an entire bottle of wine before I talked to her. I managed to talk her into it.
Words can do that? Like I said, miracles never cease. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call.
Any details on the contacts? The 2,500 was the money he gave me for fixing all the satellites. That was just the money he gave.
Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance.
I'm going to ask for the help because I don't want to have to burn through
You
my
got
ship
it.
parts.
I'll send along word. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
Okay. Alright then, chat. Let me up. Cockpit.
I don't suppose I have time for a nap before we leave.
Sure, you can have a nap. You know what? It's a good time to have a nap. Because it is getting on. We've been going for 7.5 hours, chat. You gonna have a nap? You're gonna read a book. Nap or book. Also, that is some very strange writing. If you're not gonna have a nap, I'm totally gonna have a nap.
It's about time.
Now then.
Sleepyhead.
Really? You? What am I looking? What? No. Too close. I'm afraid that that's going to be it for this stream, though, chat. Looking at the time, it's time for me to go and get the Fuzz's meds ready. And that is always a nicer time if I can spend a solid hour just running them around and chasing them with balls of yarn and getting involved in their weasel war dances. When we return, we will be continuing with this quest. We've got 2 pirate fleets to go deal with. Then possibly a pirate base to go deal with. We're in a level 25 area. I probably shouldn't be here doing stuff, but here we are doing stuff all the same. I may come to regret this choice of action, but that's what streams are for. We got a nice picture for some new thumbnails, and yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with the progress that we've made. We are on the way through a faction quest. So if we bring up the missions we're on right now, this is kind of just being sidetracked whilst being sidetracked, because we are mostly doing this. Rook meets King. We got a good bit of work done on the Outpost as well. I'm actually really happy with the work that we did on the Outpost, if I'm honest. I think that one's going to be something that carries us for quite some time. And yeah, I can jump around much further now, thanks to my particular warp drives. So we should be able to go all the way over to Narian if I want to, without having to jump through a bunch of other systems first. But that is going to be it for us. Aavak, if we can kill a Terramorph 8 levels above us, surely we can deal with these spaces 12 levels above. That's actually a good point. We can almost certainly deal with it. I just might burn through a lot of my ammo in the doing of. I also might have to tell Sarah to stop following me so that I can actually be stealthy about it. Well, we'll have to see. But my plans, and this is as much for me in the future as anything else, when we start going again, I want to make a couple of spacesuit helmet or pack mods. That is a big thing. We are doing a lot of combat right now. upgrading the ship level would be fantastic, or upgrading shields would also be fantastic. Those would definitely be well appreciated, and then focusing on stealth a bit. I definitely want to build up my stealth a bit more. Right now, we're actually not doing a bad job of moving through the science tree, and that kind of makes sense for our cyberneticist character. I think maybe getting botany up and running so that we can make the outpost that we can will allow us to just grow organics. I don't know if it has to be organics from the planet that you're on or just any organics that you've previously scanned. Hopefully the latter, but we'll find out about that. And then ultimately going on to outpost engineering is going to be a big one. But we're doing a lot of space combat at the moment, so I think either putting a little bit of time into upgrading our, for example, our shield systems there, and then piloting. I think that's going to make sense. We have almost destroyed 5 enemy ships while it's in targeting mode. That will then allow us to go for rank 2, which is going to make it a lot easier for us to actually enter targeting mode and start pulling things apart. But once we get to the point where we can have EM weapons, that's where we're going to start being able to fully disable ships in regular combat. And I think that one's going to be a big one. With our own outpost, we should be able to just take those broken ships back to our outpost, register them, sell them, hopefully store the materials that perhaps we want to find a safer place to offload, where less questions are asked for the future. But that is going to be it for us. We've actually done a fair old bit of work, and I'm actually really happy with the equipment we've got at the moment as well. I'm really happy with Gram's marine armor. That was very unexpected and very much appreciated. But I'm afraid all good things must come to an end, and this is ours.